All right, welcome back. It is broiling out here on the key. Today we got Space Marine Adventures, Labyrinth of the Necrons, a game of heroic action in the far future. Yet again, ages 8 and up, 1 to 4 co-op play, 30 to 45 minutes of fun. I'm guessing, is this, let's see, this is, yeah, of course, Games Workshop. It's a board game. But took plastic off of this. All right, so what do we got here? We got a hefty rule book, small print. You can play campaign, and of course, there's add-ons, of course. And the usual Games Workshop trying to sell you miniatures. And of course, their catalog, which is always fun. Always big fan of reading about the, the Warhammer universe and everything like that. White Dwarf. I didn't know that was still around. I wonder if it's in print. But yeah, Blood Bowl. Remember when that came out in the 80s? Black. Let's see. We got Middle Earth Strategy Fantasy Battle. But no Talisman. Is that not theirs anymore? We got some counters. Feels pretty easy to punch out. Feel pretty sturdy. We've got some game boards here. I guess you're supposed to set those up. Oh crap, look at this. So you got to put your stuff together. You got a bag for all your cards. You've got dice of various colors, a couple of plastic bags. Open now. Do not open, do not open, do not open. For card deck, that's all it says. Let's take a look. These are the big ones. So these are card deck 1. Open now. Should we? I'm going to struggle with plastic. Hey. All right. What do we got here? Open now. So you got Brethren Furnace. Got these cards are pretty hefty. They're pretty solid. Slippery, but not too slippery, so that's good. Equipment cards. Traits. The Armor of Contempt. Berserk. Counterattack. Anvil of Strength. So that's interesting. Already doing the Pringles thing. Look at that. Oh dear. Oh no. What are you gonna do? Alright, so let's at least take a look at, I'm not gonna go, I don't think I need to go through this whole thing, especially with a hefty book. Hefty book with rules reference on the back. All right, so yeah, you've got some Labyrinth boards, Labyrinth stairwell tiles. You got to put together your figurines here. You've got 4 types of counters: portal, objective, overlord damage, and Necron minions. The cards included are split into 5 separate decks. You open the open now under, and then there's 6 different types of cards. Space Marine data card. And then it goes through and tells you what's on each card. You got the Necron data cards. Then you got activation cards, mission briefing cards, special cards, and Labyrinth cards. You set up the game by spending a whole session putting together your figurine. And then you enter the Labyrinth. You set it up. You randomly place 3 portal counters. Then you populate the labyrinth, place a warrior minion counter in each of 6 numbered translocation squares on the board. And these represent locations where the Necrons can be transported to the labyrinth to stop the state Marines. You know what I meant. Space Marines. Alright, so Space Force, talking about Space Force. Prepare for the battle, begin the adventure, and then the game sequence is you play in a series of consecutive rounds. At the start of each round, shuffle the activation deck, place it face down to begin a round, turn over the top card. If the card shows a Space Marine symbol, the corresponding Space Marine gets a turn to perform an action, which are move, attack, and that's about it. So basic. Let's see. So if the card shows a Necron symbol, turn over the top card of the Labyrinth deck and resolve its effect. So this, you got special cards, like I said. It gives a bunch of rules about how to move and what happens when you move and or attack. If the player's last Space Marine is taken out of action, they can help advise the other players as they bravely fight on. Everyone wins if the mission is completed. So we also suggest the players whose Space Marines have been taken out of action are placed in charge of turning over the cards and placing the bad guys. So you got some advanced rules here, looks like. Then you got level the Elite Guard, Lair of the Overlord, and then it switches into playing an epic campaign. You set up level 2, set up level 3, and then of course, you know, they do some more advertising here. First Strike. Continue your adventures with First Strike. Read this first. In this case, you got 15 plastic miniatures Primaris Space Marines versus the Death Guard. Find your nearest stockist. And you got an a assembly guide in case you're totally incompetent with stuff like that, like me. Warning, small parts, sharp points. And rules reference as described. Anyway, looks like 30-45 minutes of blasting your way through the labyrinth, and you're trying to stop the his evil plans. So anyway, yeah, but otherwise, feel quality is pretty good. It's probably pretty simple to play once you delve into the rules. But otherwise, that's all I have for today. Please hit like, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. I thought Talisman was Games Workshop, but it's not in the catalog. Maybe they just have a catalog for the Space Marines. Anyway, that's all I got. We'll see you the next time.